Yeah. I grew up, I grew up, I grew up, man. I grew up, I grew up, I grew up, man. I grew up, I grew up, I grew up, man. I ain't really nigga, really never had shit. I grew up, I grew up, I grew up, man. I grew up, I grew up, I grew up, man. I grew up, I grew up, I grew up, man. I grew up, I grew up, I grew up, man. I really ain't never had shit. I came up a young bastard, but a long way down and I mighty miss. Gives a fuck cause I really don't give a shit. I'ma go here to tell you my story. No fame, no fortune, no glory. Nigga came up living with rags. I'ma go here to tell you the story. Deep down in poverty, I really never had nothing close to me. I really never had no choice in life. I really had no paid the prices, so I had to lurk out in the streets. I really never had no food to eat. I waiting on the motherfucking spoon from my motherfucking brother, so wait, no I could eat. But I really didn't have no time though, so I take 3 fingers to eat it too. Man, there was some damn hard times, but I tell you, man, it was so true. But still, man, I made it though. I grew up, or screw up, but still when I made it, man, I had some mega bucks. I still remember them good times, old days off in the game. Them niggas out there don't understand. I can freestyle it cause I lived it, man. I'm talking about that struggle. I'm talking about that poverty. I'm talking about them starving like Marvin. I guess if a nigga, you know when I'm on, I grew up, I grew up, I grew up, man. I grew up, I grew up, I grew up, man. I grew up, I grew up, I grew up, man. I grew up, I grew up, I grew up, man. I grew up, I grew up, I grew up, man. I grew up, I grew up, I grew up, man. I grew up, I grew up, I grew up, man. I grew up, I grew up, I grew up, man. And man, and I had some choices. And man, I'm not taking my life and I'm telling you, man, we was just hustling, flipping and shooting them dice, shaping up, busting and kniffing, they licking the 5 and the 10 and the 100 the bill, and they shooting the better than 100, not better than 20. No jumping and dollar with 7-11, and nigga, you know when I'm something like a fucking McGagger. When I'm just looking and busting up on these niggas, man, I'm trying to relax. I'm in the living room, nigga, been chilling and smoking a motherfucking hydro. Man, I'm not brother, that's made that Karu, and my nigga been dubbing that juicy J, nigga, we rolling and creeping, they smoking and chiefing and riding around in the Malibu. Chevy, my nigga, they old and prime down, nigga, you know we don't give a fuck. Posted up off on the block, serving them niggas, been 2 for the 5, 3 for the 10, 5 for the 20. Nigga, you know that I'm getting it in. Got them bags, they looking up off in the motherfucking Chevy truck. Off in the yard, it ain't running, but they know what's up. Man, I got it and up out the bill. I'm flipping these bitches just like Mickey D's. Man, and these niggas be hustling and flipping and stacking and up in this get it green. Man, and I grew up, I grew up, I grew up. Man, I grew up, I grew up, I grew up. Man, I grew up, I grew up, I grew up. Man, I grew up, I grew up, I grew up. Man, I grew up, I grew up, I grew up. Man, I grew up, I grew up, I grew up. Man, I grew up, I grew up, I grew up. Man, I grew up, I grew up, I grew up. Man, now I got that girl, now I got that hair. Now them hoes looking at me like a fucking star. Now I'm weighing Coogee. Now I'm riding clean. Now I'm sitting on some shit them bitches never seen. Now I'm flexing on them. Now I'm wilding out. I hit the club, I'm sipping Mo West, smoking 20 grams of fucking weed up in the fucking perfecto swish of sweet. Them bitches know I'm blazing on that shit that chronic lead. I grew up, man.